Well, I'm not in Edinburgh today, I'm in Glasgow because I'm going to the Pavilion Theatre to see a show tonight. So I thought I'd pop on and tell you about some of the ghosts that are said to haunt the Pavilion Theatre. So this is the theatre behind me here. It was opened in 1904 as a music hall and variety venue. Charlie Chaplin, Harry Lauder, Mary Lloyd, they all played this theatre, and it's said to be haunted by at least 4 ghosts. So there's a ghostly piano music heard round about the Pavilion Theatre, and this escalated in 2001 after the death of Jimmy Logan. Jimmy Logan was a Scottish actor and comedian who made his last appearance before his death on stage at this theatre, and he did play the piano. So the ghostly piano music's heard round about the Pavilion Theatre. Box B in the auditorium is said to be haunted. People see a figure sitting in the box even though no one's bought a ticket. And during the pantos, the actors on stage have waved up at this figure in box B and there's been no response. People also report an eerie, uneasy atmosphere inside box B in the auditorium. And there's a story of a newspaper photographer who was taking publicity pictures with an actor sat inside box B, and none of the pictures would turn out. Every single picture he took in box B was blurred or distorted, although we could take pictures anywhere else in the theatre. So box B is said to be a wee bit ghostly. The most famous ghost that haunts the Pavilion is the ghost of Tommy Morgan. Tommy Morgan was a Scottish variety comedian in the 30s and 40s, and he's seen around the auditorium and the backstage area as a large smiling man. And it's not surprising his ghost haunts the theatre, because after his death in 1958 they scattered his ashes on the rooftop of the theatre. So Tommy Morgan is seen there as well. There's also a female ghost that's been reported by audience members, accompanied by a strong smell of perfume. And the story goes, this was the ghost of a young dancer who died in the theatre after her costume caught fire on a candle on the old footlights. So those are the ghosts that are said to haunt the Pavilion Theatre. I worked in the theatre about 20 years ago, backstage as a stagehand when I was at the drama school across the road. I didn't see anything ghostly, but there was definitely a heavy, eerie atmosphere in the auditorium when it was empty. So I would never go into there on my own because it was a strange feeling. But I'm going to go into the theatre tonight, look out for the ghosts. I hope I'm not sitting in box B. Thank you for listening. Glasgow Pavilion Theatre.